I don't know how someone cheats, gets another woman pregnant, and then calmly asks their wife to help raise the baby. Not as a last resort, not like he knows he crossed the line, just like it's reasonable, like they're discussing weekend plans. So this woman, Carrie, has been married to her husband for years. Normal life, shared space, the kind of relationship where you assume you're on the same page, even when things aren't perfect. And then, one day, he tells her he's been having an affair with a colleague and she's pregnant. And then, almost in the same breath, he starts explaining how it could work. Shared custody, balance, still having time together. And that's the moment it shifts, because it stops sounding like a confession and starts sounding like a plan. At first, she's just trying to process the obvious part, the cheating, the pregnancy, the fact that her life just changed in a way she didn't choose. But then the details start slipping. He tells her the other woman is married, says her husband already knows, which makes it sound contained until she finds out. She's not married, she's engaged, and the fiancé has no idea. So now it's not just cheating, it's layered. Then there's the pregnancy. He said she wasn't even halfway, like it was recent, like it got out of hand. But no, she's just over 8 months pregnant. 8 months. So while he's standing there talking about figuring things out, this has already been happening for almost a year. That's not a mistake. That's a double life. Sometimes people don't tell the truth. They just release it in pieces. And once that starts, everything else shifts. Because the affair wasn't 6 months. It was nearly 2 years. 2 years of him leaving, coming back, sitting across from her like nothing had changed. 2 years of choosing that. And even that wasn't the full picture. Because he said their colleagues only found out after she did. But they didn't. They knew before her. So now there were people around them who understood her situation better than she did. And that's a different kind of betrayal. And then it hits her what was happening during all this time. She was caring for his mother. Full time, in their home. Dementia. The slow decline. The kind of care that takes everything out of a person. His mother passed away a few months ago. And during that same stretch of time, he was building something else entirely. That overlap isn't careless. It's deliberate. He says he regrets it. He says he loves her. He says he doesn't want a divorce. But every version of the story he's told has had to be corrected. And it's hard to believe regret when something was maintained that carefully for that long. Trust doesn't always break when you find out. It breaks when you realise how much effort went into hiding it. And still, he comes back to the same idea, that she should help raise the baby, that they can share custody, that they can build a life around it. And this is where it stops being complicated and just becomes unhinged. Because he's talking about this child like it exists separately from what he did to create it. Like it's just something to fit into their life. So, Carrie makes her decision quietly. She's leaving. She's going to her sister's. She's already spoken to a solicitor and planning to move forward after Christmas. No big scene, just done. And I think what stands out most is the confidence he had when he asked. There was no hesitation, no shame, just the assumption that she would stay. That after everything, the lies, the timeline, the double life, she might still step into something he created without her. I don't know. At what point does someone stop seeing you as a partner and start seeing you as someone who will just absorb whatever they've done? Thanks for listening to this episode of Quiet Betrayal. Catch you next time.